if you clicked on this video, it likely means that something's gone down at work, and as Tony Stark would say,
You screwed the pooch hard, big time.
Now, I can't really tell you exactly what went wrong because I'm not there, but it likely has to do with some of the things that we're going to talk about. The thing for you to do now is not kick yourself anymore. What's done is done. Now we need to focus on what you're planning on doing moving forward. In our most recent design break room discussion on the variable, my co-host Andre Cotan shared a story that I think will be illuminating for you.
Our goal was to have, each of us 5 concepts. I, as a junior designer, fell in love with my first one because it was God's gift to the solution. Mm-hmm. And I pursued it relentlessly. I made the world's sexiest renders, and I just pursued it until the actual deadline of us going into the room. And I put my one concept forward, and I'm like, we're done here, right? And everyone else showed up with these rough sketches, all the rest of the things that, was expected of them. And even though I had a great solution, it wasn't the right solution. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the best solution. And I sold myself short, and I also didn't use my resources, my time correctly for the project at the right point in the development cycle. And so understanding what is being asked of you, what does done look like, is what eventually helped me get through that process.
He had a list of expectations, and he kind of knew what he was supposed to be doing, what everybody else was, but then kind of pride, and what he thought was best is what he went with. Don't do that, guys. Be smart and think about that. So, moving forward, what are the things that you guys can focus on to make sure that you don't let this little slip up become something that is a crutch and a rock in your shoe for longer than it needs to be? It's okay. It happens. Let's move forward. So moving forward, 1, establish what the expectations are in your mind and know what you're supposed to deliver. 2, ask yourself the question, what's the problem that I'm trying to solve? The thing that we were also talking about when we had Andre on the show, and in this early segment of it, he was talking about perfectionism and the fact that we are unable to move forward and progress towards a final solution because it's never perfect enough and it's never done. And that's the point where you have to ask yourself, does this work? When you are working with clients, it's not about, do you like this graphic design? Do you like this? Because that's not really what's important, whether the CEO likes it or not. Sure, that's good. What matters is, does it work? So focus on what works, guys. And you've clearly learned from some kind of mishap at work what doesn't. So pick yourself up, dust yourself off. It's okay. Let's plan. Let's evaluate what went awry. And then instead of sulking in it, don't play the martyr. Move forward and make a very specific plan on next time. This is what I'm going to do to be a better communicator. Get it back out there and just know that every single one of us has been pulled aside before because we dropped the ball in some respect, and it's part of learning and it's part of growing. You got this. Don't worry, your design career isn't going down the toilet. Just pick yourself back up again, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with in the future. We'll see you around, guys.